Hello, Rusters. Cullen here. I am flying solo today. Chuck and I are recording our first episode, first chapter of Golden Sun this Thursday. Before I get into what I'm doing today, I just feel like I probably need to explain it a little bit. Basically, as in between content, in between books, we've decided we are going to do a couple of things. One of them we posted on Friday. So if you've listened to Friday's episode, it was a in-world skit kind of news reel or Friday night 10 o'clock news from the society. It was a lot of fun. We had a lot of people participate. A bunch of different other podcasts joined us and gave us clips, and the various creators in the world of Red Rising, in the fandom, joined in and contributed their time and got to show off their wares. And there are some incredibly talented people out there. So definitely check that out and give a look to some of the people that make really cool stuff in this world. I can't really run down the list right now because there's a whole bunch and I don't have that list in front of me, but there's some really fantastic stuff. So check that out. The other thing that we've decided we are going to do is a little bit of fan fiction. Now, I've never read or written fan fiction for anything because I never really got it. But there are a couple of scenes in these books that are really fantastic. They're amazing, but I always am wondering what certain characters were doing right before that scene. So one of them that I'm going to do with Chuck at some point is Lorno Arcos watching Darrow in the Institute. So we know that the drafters and those guys were actually able to watch any and all footage that came out of the Institute. And so Lawrence at one point sitting there watching Darrow struggle and realizes he's got to help him somehow. So he sends something into the Institute to give Darrow a little reminder of why he's fighting. And I just thought that was an interesting scene that I wish we had eyes on, that him watching almost like a episode of Survivor or a football game or something. So I wrote something for that, but it takes two people. So Chuck and I will read that at some point. The other scene, and this is more appropriate to Golden Sun, is I just wonder what Ragnar is doing before he hears Darrow for the first time. And so I wrote a little fan fiction thing. I'm going to read it now. It's not very good. I'm not Pierce Brown. And I also am not sure exactly how to do the Ragnar Tim Gerard Reynolds voice. So I'm definitely going to just wing it. But I felt like this would be a good way to put out content without us having to do something outside the world, like another book or something like that. So here is my rendition of what Ragnar was doing before he heard Darrow on, at the time, the Vanguard, soon to be renamed the Pax. And the story is called Red Light. It's not particularly long, so I think you guys will either enjoy it or hate it. But either way, here we go. Red light. The ready room alarm blares, benches and crates awash in a bloody glow. Blue light. Ammo and weapons lockers frost over in an icy wash. Red light. The klaxon call is bringing me back to war. Blue light. I am ready, as always. Red light. Reluctant, as always. I sit silent on a stool and watch as the ant-men in grey skitter about, putting on their little jackets and their tin helms. They strap into their body armor, slapping each other on the back to let each other know they are safe, secure. They are not. If the children of the sun have come this day, they all will die. I wish them good deaths and pray to the All-Mother that I may find my good death as well. I will not. I am stained. Many and more times have I sat in a room such as this, silent and watching. The soldiers of the gods scurrying about, readying for the killing time, hens at feeding. But I am a wolf. I do not scurry. I do not ready. For me and mine, the people of ice and snow, it is always the killing time. We are not fighters. We do not fight. We are killers, and so we kill. Aaliyah Snow Sparrow, queen of the snow spires, made me in her belly and weaned me on her milk, and so I am strongest and largest of my people. The ice and snow of my home made me starve and struggle, and weaned me on frigid winds, and so I am hardy and hale. The Ash Lord made me brutal and savage, and weaned me on the blood of his foes, and so I am most feared and deadliest of my people. It would be nice to be not feared, to move without making everyone near flinch, to not be told to kill without reason for fun. But the Sun Children must be obeyed, and I am stained, so I obey. The room glows red, then blue, then red, then blue. Gray ant-men rush to and fro. A blue comes through the door and shouts that the vanguard is under attack. This seems clear to me, but I never understand the icicles' reasons for doing much of anything. They are strange and distant, but they have skin scrolls like my people, so I feel kinship with them. The hall beyond the blue in the doorway is full of colors running this way and that. They are full of fear and worry. I can smell it, taste it in the air. But why? A good death is coming, and they will be free once the blackness comes for them. I know what they fear. They are afraid that the ones that send them to the feasting halls will be like me, that death will be painful, and it will be. That they will be smashed and broken and bled, and they will be, but not by one like me. There are none like me. I am stained. The Ash Lord gives me as a flesh gift along with this ship to the Crow trader, Julii. While on the starboat I am under the Ash Lord's command still. When told to kill, I obey, and that time is nigh. Battle has seasons. This is the season of calm. Soon it will be the season of frenzy. I wear no armor, no metal. I need only my hands for what is to come. A sun-child runs past the open door, then pops his head into the doorway and shouts at me, "Stained! Get off your gory damn ass and get about your business. The ship is breached. We head to the main deck. Move, now!" He runs down the hall, gathering the gray ants as he goes. I stand, but slowly. The sun-child looked a god, but he smelled like the low colors. He smells of fear. What would a godchild fear, I wonder? They who had the razor should fear nothing. I move through the ready room and out the doorway into the hall. A mass of low colors run around me in both directions. I am like the rock, and they are but the river flowing about me. We are each intent on doing our jobs. They to die, mine to kill. The air is thick with terror. The lights in the hall are bright and white and constant. I trot in the direction the snow-child went, towards the command deck and the bridge. As I pick up speed, a voice cuts through the chaos. A voice I have not heard. It is deep like the snow-capped sea, and crisp as a morning frost. It is an Oread, and he calls himself Andromedus. Something makes me stop and listen to this new godchild. I stand in the hall, head tilted to hear. As I stand, the commotion around me also slows, and then stops. The low colors that moments ago ran hither and thither about are also listening. When the godchild is done talking, the air smells different. The panic and fear is gone, like a morning mist melted by the rising sun. Now the air smells of lightning strike, fiery and charged. Excitement and anger flow from the low colors around me. And I realize from myself. But also, I feel something new. I feel fear. All right. Like I said, thank you guys for listening to a little bit of fan fiction about Ragnar as he first in kind of involves himself into this story here. That is obviously fan fiction written by me and not a Pierce Brown thing. Like all things, we appreciate Pierce Brown for everything that he's created. And this was just a little bit of fun in between books. So just a reminder, on Thursday, we are recording. Next Friday will be chapter 1. And then next Monday will be chapter 2. We are going to do one chapter at a time. And it'll be out Monday and Friday. The chapters just get more intense and larger and more going on. So that's the plan going forward, and Chuck and I will be back with you on Friday this week. So Golden Sun, onward and upwards. Again, check out the news broadcast we did. There are a lot of great creators there, podcasts and artists and writers, all sorts of stuff. So worth checking out. And don't forget to rate, review, subscribe, follow us on Instagram and YouTube and Twitter, although Twitter we don't do much, but follow us on all the rest. And we really appreciate you guys listening, and we will catch you on the flip side. Here comes Golden Sun. Bye now.